This KNN air intake system is designed to increase vehicle power and acceleration by reducing restriction in the intake path. The 57-3057 air intake has received a CARB-O number, and it is street legal in all 50 states. This air intake system fits some 2005, 2006, and 2007 Chevrolet Silverado and GMC Sierra trucks with 6.6-liter diesel engines. See the KNN website or catalog for model details and additional applications. KNN power testing showed an estimated power gain of 22 horsepower at 2,860 RPM with this air intake installed on a 2006 Chevrolet Silverado 2500 HD pickup with a 6.6-liter diesel engine. Actual results will vary depending on condition of the vehicle, mileage, weather, and other variables. The air intake installed, we ran the vehicle on the dyno to test the sound comparison versus the stock intake. The intake kit includes components that have been designed or matched to the needs of these vehicles to produce a safe horsepower increase. Detailed installation instructions are included with this kit. The tools needed for this install are shown. Turn off the ignition and disconnect the negative battery cable. Depress the locking tab on the mass air sensor electrical connector, then disconnect the electrical connection. Loosen the hose clamps which secure the intake tube to the intake manifold and air box. Then remove the intake tube from the vehicle. Lift up on the intake assembly to release it from the mounting grommets. Then remove the assembly from the vehicle. Install the silicone hose onto the intake manifold and secure with the provided hose clamp. Remove the two mounting grommets shown from the mounting plate. Remove the 3 bolts which secure the mounting plate. Using a Torx T20 wrench, remove the 2 bolts which secure the mass air sensor to the air filter housing. Then remove the mass air sensor. Remove the air filter restriction gauge and stock grommet from the air filter housing. Attach the provided gasket onto the back of the KNN mass air adapter. Install the mass air sensor into the KNN mass air adapter and secure it with the provided hardware. Install the mass air sensor assembly into the KNN intake tube and secure with the provided hardware. Make sure mass air sensor opening is pointed towards the filter end of the tube. Install the factory grommet and filter restriction gauge into the KNN intake tube. Install the smaller L bracket onto the heat shield with the provided hardware. Install the larger L bracket onto the heat shield with the provided hardware. Install the edge trim onto the heat shield as shown. Some trimming of the edge trim will be necessary. Install the edge trim onto the heat shield as shown. Some trimming of the edge trim will be necessary. Install the heat shield onto the airbox mounting plate and secure with the factory bolts removed in Step 7. Set the KNN air filter into the heat shield. Secure the KNN intake tube to the silicone hose at the throttle body with the hose clamp provided and to the heat shield with the provided hardware. Install the KNN air filter onto the KNN intake tube and secure with the provided hose clamp. Install the edge trim onto the heat shield lid. Install the heat shield lid onto the heat shield and secure it with the 3 5mm button head Allen bolts provided. Reconnect the mass air sensor electrical connection. Reconnect the vehicle's negative battery cable. Double check to make sure everything is tight and properly positioned before starting the vehicle. The CARB exemption sticker must be visible under the hood so that an emissions inspector can see it when the vehicle is required to be tested for emissions. It will be necessary for all KNN high-flow air intake systems to be checked periodically for realignment, clearance, and tightening of all connections. Failure to follow the above instructions or proper maintenance may void warranty. KNN makes products for nearly every vehicle on the road. The KNN website allows you to search products by vehicle or dimension, download installation instructions, view dyno charts showing estimated horsepower gains for this product, and view product details. For information on where to buy KNN products, go to knfilters.com.